Good, everybody. I just thought I would do a quick live broadcast across all of my social media channels because I wanted to share an unbelievable mortgage deal that I've been offered. And it's actually two mortgage deals. And I'm going to share both of those mortgage deals with you. I want everybody to be able to take advantage of this because it basically is a mortgage facility which my mortgage advisor has set up that enables me to buy good buy-to-let properties with half the cash. It's incredible. It just means that I can buy more properties and I can share this sort of mortgage deal with more people so that you can buy more properties with less cash. Because that's the goal, isn't it? If you can buy more properties and use less of your cash per property, that's a result every day. So I'm going to share that with you with an example of what sort of thing you can expect. So first of all, before I get into this, if you want me to connect you with the mortgage advisor that has set this deal up and set up this facility, then just drop me an email. It's tom@pinkstreet.co.uk. And if you send me proof of funds and ID, I can just connect you up by email to that mortgage advisor. But it's an amazing mortgage deal. Please take advantage of it. So for an example, if you're going to buy, I'm just going to use sort of mid-range figures here just for the sake of example. But if you're going to buy a property for £80,000 and you're getting that off market, below market value, and it's a good deal. So you're buying it for £80,000, but the actual full market value is £100,000, then normally you would still need a £20,000 deposit, which is 25% of the 80,000 purchase. You'd need, let's just say, 10,000 in fees and stamp duty. So therefore, to buy that property of 80,000 pounds, you're going to need somewhere around 30,000 pounds in cash. All agreed? Fine. So my deal would enable you to buy that same property, but only need 15,000 pounds of cash. I know, it sounds crazy. So think about it in the same deal there. £80,000 purchase price, but it's worth 100 because you're buying it below market value. You'd normally need a £20,000 deposit. You'd normally need 10 grand in fees and tax. So you'd normally need 30 grand of your own cash. But with my deal that I've just been offered, you'd only need 15 grand worth of cash. I know I'm like a little child getting all excited. I just think about all of the properties that I can buy, all the properties my clients can buy. It's crazy. So how does this work? So my mortgage advisor has set up a facility with a mortgage lender where they have agreed to lend up to 75% of the open market value, of the full market value. That's just crazy because there are so many people that buy properties below market value and they're only able to borrow against the below market value property price. But most people that are buying below market value would prefer to borrow against the full market value. So I hope that makes sense. Whereas normally you can only borrow 75% of the purchase price. Now you're able to borrow 75% of the full market value. So let me try and clear that up a little bit more. If normally you have, I'll go back to that original example. If you were buying that same property under normal mortgage deals, then an £80,000 purchase would need a £20,000 deposit. Does that make sense? Well, if you're borrowing against the full market value of 100,000, then the mortgage you can borrow is 75,000. So therefore, your deposit part is only 5,000 because the purchase price is 80,000 and you're borrowing 75. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So where you're borrowing 75 now and the purchase price is 80, you only need 5 grand in deposit and again, rounding the figure up, but 10,000 in fees and stamp duty. It's crazy. It means you only need £15,000 to buy that same property. I'm buzzing about it. Now, a couple of catches, but not really. It's actually, it's a couple of differences, let's just say. So the lender, like I say, the lender lends 75% of the full market value. There are higher fees and higher rates. Of course, it's a higher risk for the lender, but in most cases, it actually does quite well. Yes, I'm paying higher arrangement fees and higher rates, not by much, but just slightly higher. But I could buy 2 properties with the same amount of cash. If I've got £30,000 of cash just sat there, I can now buy 2 properties with £30,000 of cash. Whereas before I could only buy 1. So it's double yield, double profit, double appreciation for the same cash as before that I would have only been able to buy 1 property. I hope I'm making sense. Sometimes it's quite difficult to describe. Can you let me know if this all makes sense? Sometimes it's quite difficult to describe all the numbers and calculations and yields and stuff like that in a video. It's easier to show you. I could probably get like a whiteboard here that I should write this stuff down. And I know what you're thinking. I'm looking really smart today, aren't I? Yeah. I'm going out for dinner with the Australians. So they'll probably watch this too. They're big property guys. But look, just to recap, and by the way, I've got another mortgage I'm about to tell you in a second. But just to recap, if you want to get into property investing, then you can now borrow 75% of the full market value, which means you need less cash if you're buying below market value. Like I say, if you want me to connect you up with that mortgage advisor that set this facility up, then definitely let me know. It doesn't work with all property deals. You kind of have to be buying below market value, but most of the time us investors are buying below market value. So, if you're just purchasing from the open market, then you're probably getting current market value deals. So look, let me know if you want me to find you some good below market value, off market properties. I'm happy to help out. Anyway, so that's that one. So you can buy properties with half the cash in a lot of cases, or at least with less cash. Brilliant. Enables more people to get into property. Fantastic. And the second mortgage I wanted to tell you about was a portfolio mortgage. And this works really well on lower price properties where the minimum loan value comes into play. If you can buy multiple properties, then there's a facility offered by a couple of mortgage lenders, which means you can buy multiple properties with 1 mortgage deal. Now, this is nothing new, by the way. I'm not telling you that this is a brand new scheme which everybody should be aware of. This is a tried and tested formula, but I just wanted to let you know that I've also been offered a portfolio mortgage as well, which is fantastic. It just means that there are more routes to be able to buy more properties and make more profit from property. So look, all you need to do, I'm happy to share all this round. I just want more people to be able to profit from property so that you can help your children in the future. You can have more income for your families, more wealth for yourself. That's why I do this. I just want everybody to get it right. All you need to do, if you want me to just connect you up by email with my mortgage advisor, then just send me an email, tom@pinkstreet.co.uk. You'll need to send me proof of funds. It doesn't need to be anything more than a screenshot just showing me that you have available funds to buy a property, and identification as well, just a driving license, passport, whatever it is. Send me that stuff, and then I'll literally just forward that all on to the mortgage broker. I'll copy you in, and then you guys just take it over from there. Don't pay me anything for that. I don't want your money. You just make sure you get the right properties. I should probably say, if you need somebody to source off market or below market value properties for you, then I am a property broker, which means I have a network of sourcing agents and estate agents around the country doing nothing but bringing me and my team off market property deals, below market value flips, buy to lets, flip to lets or BRRs, serviced accommodation properties, HMO properties. So let me know. Let me just recap for anybody that's joined a bit late here. Here's a really good mortgage deal, which means you can invest in property with, in most cases, half the cash. And this is a mortgage deal I've been offered. I can't promise you that you're going to get it. You have to be approved for it, of course, but you should be able to, as long as you're not a criminal or you're covered in CCJs. But this first mortgage deal is it means you can borrow 75% of the full market value rather than the purchase price. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you could let me know actually in the comments that this makes sense. I just want to make sure that I'm getting the right message across here. So yeah, 75% of full market value. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And to just repeat that example, if you've got an £80,000 purchase, but the property is worth 100,000 because you're getting it below market value, normally you'd need a £20,000 deposit, but because you can borrow 75% of the full market value, you don't need that. So once you've paid your fees and your tax, normally you might require £30,000 of cash. With this new facility that I've been offered, then you only need £15,000 of cash. So you should definitely get in contact with me. Just email me. And I mean, who wants to invest in property and spend more of their cash? Who wants to invest in property? If you are trying to save up a ton of money right now in order to invest in your first property, this might answer that. This might enable you to get that first property sooner. You get the property in, and then you could maybe buy two. You could then refinance them and get more money out, accumulate your rent profit, get your next properties, accumulate your rent profit, refinance, invest again, compound it. So yeah, just let me know if this all makes sense. Thanks, Oliver. Appreciate that, mate. So look, I'm happy to share this round. If anybody wants me to just connect you with my mortgage advisor who has set this facility up with a couple of lenders now, then let me know. I'm going to take full advantage of this. I already am. And my portfolio is going to grow faster than ever because of this amazing facility. So let me know. Look forward to hearing from you. I've posted my email in the comments below. Give us a like for this if you think this is a good deal, if you think this is nice, and you're glad I'm sharing it, then give us a like. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got more mortgage deals coming up like this as well. I'll share them all too. Take care, everyone.